We're doing it, guys. We're doing the Brittany Simon exposed video. You're exposed, girl. I don't know. I like Brittany. We're, I would say, friendly. You know. I also like Destiny. He's all right. I wouldn't say we're friendly. We could be if I wanted to, but you know, I'm just. No, I'm just kidding. He's fine. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just curious about this. This is from somebody named Just a Tree 411. Very cool. I guess this person talks about climate change a lot. And let's watch it. Let's see what we got here. So let's go.
Wednesday. All
right. Sorry.
Brittany Simon. Before I go into this exposure of her, that for some reason I was kind of waiting for people in the DNS lifestyle.
What is DNS? What does that mean? Is that like a hardware thing? Like a DNS server?
To expose it, but apparently nobody cares. I don't know if they have a problem with Destiny or they just are too cowardice. But there's a lot of lingo I got to teach you guys.
What is DNS?
Vanilla is slang in the,
Yeah, for white people.
Talk about DNS. DNS stands for dominant submission.
Oh. Why would it say, DNS? I'm thinking DNS, like the domain name system. I'm looking it up. Okay. I gotcha.
Okay. Or dominant or submissive. Okay. So DNS can apply to any gender. And it can come and it applies to the two relationships. So it's rare. I'd never heard of D&D, which is a dominant dom.
Yeah, that's Dungeons and Dragons.
I've never seen it before.
Wouldn't that be another S, the Switch? Huh? I know that one, Nintendo.
And I've never seen a sub relationship either. So you want that polar opposite. So when you see me say a DNS relationship, I'm talking about somebody's the top.
I'm assuming it's a kink thing, right?
Somebody's the bottom.
Because that's generally how all relationships are. Somebody's more dominant than the other person. So I'm assuming we're talking about in a little bit of a heavier capacity.
Somebody's the dom, somebody's the submissive. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when we're talking about that, and we call somebody vanilla, this is somebody who lives a regular.
This is somebody who really likes classic WoW.
Life. There's no kink. There's no.
Which, by the way, if you're into that, it's fine. Okay. A missionary is the #1 position. Especially if you're fat and don't have a lot of energy.
There's no energy exchange whatsoever. All right.
What?
So it's just somebody who just likes do everything that ain't dealing with kink. And if anybody have
people without trauma, we got you.
Does anybody have any questions?
Normal people.
Just let me know because I need to break this down to you so you can understand, what a POS Brittany is and why I'm kind of shocked that nobody called her out so far. All right.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Even though I have retired from the business, there are some times, before I got married, where I would be interested in doing certain dominant things to men, right?
Okay.
But you always have to.
Hopefully, like paying for dinner. Us guys like to be treated sometimes. Okay.
Have consent.
Yeah,
especially if they're vanilla.
Gotcha.
And
makes sense.
When someone does something to you without consent, not only have they violated your trust, they violated your boundaries, but they also violated you as a person.
Okay, fair enough.
You always.
What did Brittany do? Oh my God, Brittany, what did you do? But Brittany, no way. How could Brittany even dominate somebody? She has fibromyalgia. She would all you have to do is blow on her and she's gonna fall over. I'm sorry, Brittany. I love you. I think it's fibromyalgia. I think that's already known. People know that, right? Yeah, I think everybody knows that she has an autoimmune. She talks about spoons and stuff. How many spoons she has? I hope I didn't. If I expose something, I feel terrible. I feel like I didn't though. I feel like we talked about that publicly. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel nervous. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay.
Need consent. Now, you can get consent without being boring by saying, hi. Let me see. What could I use an example?
Yeah, what?
Scenes with a contract. That's y'all watch too much what was the name of that kink movie?
I was gonna say "Girls Not Grey." That's an AFI song. I know it did.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, there you go.
Contracts are only for a slave dominant relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So say, for instance, I want to tie a guy. Well, look at Darius. What? I don't need a contract with Darius, okay?
What the fuck is Darius?
Darius pissed me off.
Too many
Darius
characters. Too many new characters. I have fibromyalgia too, and it's not an autoimmune disease. I could... What? What are you talking about? IBR. Myalgia. Auto... It absolutely is an autoimmune disease. What are you talking about? I have fibromyalgia, and it's not an autoimmune disease. It's a neurological disease. Are we talking about the same thing? I guarantee you, fibromyalgia is right here. It's an autoimmune disease. Absolutely. Why do you think that it's not autoimmune? What do you have something else?
Me and he wanted to do a collab because he thought I forgot. I told you I hold grudges, and I said, no, Darius, you're going to have to submit to me. I need to punish you. I was very explicit about that, didn't I? Press 1 if you were here. I said, I must punish you. The only way I will collab with you, you must submit to me. I use those exact words.
Okay.
I said, you
this is a wild introduction of this person, but okay.
made me mad. You pissed me off. The only way you're going to do a collab is you must submit to me for punishment. I am upfront and honest what I want to do to him.
What is happening?
And I said, I want to cane you, spank you. I want to paddle you. I'm going to tie you up, pull your hair. I just told him all the stuff that.
That's crazy. I'm not into that. I think the biggest reason isn't because I'm not into. This is my thing. I don't think I'm into that more than anything else because it's not like I wouldn't feel good. It's because I don't think that I don't think I could be vulnerable enough. It's like too much for me. Like I can't, you know what I mean? Like I'm already struggling to let my wife touch my butt. Like, just because she likes touching my butt, you know? So I don't know if I would be able to, you know? I don't know if I could give up that. Tie me up. Yeah, I got to be ready to fight. What if my wife ties me up in a burglar attacks? You don't know. My wife wouldn't be able to untie it fast enough, so.
Result in pain. So I was upfront with him. Okay, what you don't do as a woman, or you don't do as a dom, you never do something that someone is not aware that's coming, and you don't do it without consent. So, for example, we'll use Darius again. Say, for instance,
fibromyalgia is a common, chronic, widespread pain disorder. Our understanding of FM has increased substantially in recent years, with extensive research suggesting it's a neurological origin for the most prominent symptom of FM, chronic, widespread. Interesting. Okay, so it might be a neurological disorder. Interesting. So what does that mean? Does that mean it's in your head? That you're getting like pain signals from your brain are going down to your body, and it's like not actually... Are you saying that does evidence suggest that instead of your body actually being in pain, that what's happening is that your brain is telling you that your body is in pain in particular areas? Is that what the understanding might be? Okay. Or an increased response to pain, like from stimuli. Okay. The more you learn. Okay. All right. Interesting. All right.
Darius.
How does that work? When you get fibro, is it like it's not something that you like necessarily show symptoms from birth, right? It's something that like you kind of develop it as time goes on, and then the person I was with who had it said that they got it while we were together from a stressful environment. They said they got mono from somebody, and that gave them like they have fibromyalgia in their gene pool or whatever, but that stressful event like triggered it. Does that make sense?
Didn't know I had a grudge. Didn't know I was still pissed off that he disrespected me. And I want to.
All right, talk about Brittany.
So let's say, for instance, he was like, he forgot all about it and said, Tree, let's do a collab. And I'll go, yeah, come on over to Georgia. I'll drive up to Atlanta and yeah, we'll do a collab. You can, how about we go to this dungeon? We can have some drinks and stuff like that. And he gets there. I grab him. I tie his ass down. And then I put a ball gag in his mouth and I just start beating him. That violated his boundaries.
Yeah, that's true. Although I can't imagine you'd actually be able to overpower him. So
that was done without consent.
Correct. Happened later in life. Tons of different people, different triggers. Gotcha. Okay. Crazy.
That was done without his permission.
Gotcha. Understood.
You never, ever, ever do that. You never do that. You never
True.
do that.
I believe that's called rape. So.
Okay. Any man or woman who violates a person's boundaries and you do something against them without consent, you are a dangerous person, and you're also you're a POS.
A POS.
Now, even though
PCOS.
I'm retired, the part of me of looking at people playing safely, especially with vanillas, is important.
Vanilla.
And sometimes I see things that other people don't see.
Okay.
So Destiny is
like that guy, like that kid that sees dead people.
Famous for being friends with bad people.
That's definitely true. He definitely is 100% true. Sneeko, Nick Fuentes, Mr. Girl. I'm sure that there's more. Not that he's still friends with them, but yeah, for sure, makes sense. Tom Dark, that guy's a white supremacist, I hear. Okay, we got to cancel Wendigoon for associating him with that guy. All right.
And when it came to Brittany,
I don't think Brittany's a bad person, and the reason is because my wife actually she likes Brittany, and that's really all it takes to know nowadays. Because my wife, for the past 4 years, every single person that she's called is not a good person. It's always come to fruition. So my intuition says Brittany is decent people, and then my wife says it. My wife is an empathy machine. She's an empath now, but my wife is very intelligent when it comes to that stuff. So she's just good at it. That's all I could say. She's always called it. Not a single person that she's ever named that I know has been. From like a content creator perspective, she's called all of them. So yeah, I think Brittany's good people. I haven't seen anything particularly crazy from her.
Thought that Brittany was this great girl.
She says Brionne's a weirdo. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, brother. I'm kidding.
That he could trust. I do believe, if anybody from DGG is here, you can correct me.
DGG.
I do believe Destiny had the nerve to say he could trust Brittany with his credit card and his bank information.
I probably could. Yeah, sure.
Am I misquoting him? Okay, so that is correct. That is correct, right?
He probably has a bunch of credit cards anyway. Who cares?
When I saw that, I said, Lord, this little fool. Okay.
But I will say I agree. Destiny's not a good judge of character. Sorry. Oh yeah, he's friends with Myron Gaines, the amazing guy who said, "Hey, girls, if you're sexually assaulted, it's your fault for not picking a better guy." Yeah, so I would, something to think about. New, better friends.
I cannot believe he said that about this clown.
Sorry, brother.
Now, what y'all don't remember, and I'm talking to DGG here.
Yeah, DGG.
Many of you have said, Brittany is a submissive. She's one of these bratty subs. You should do a collab with her. I said, no, hell, I won't.
What does that mean? Like you're gonna sex with her or something? I don't know.
Because I can tell that there is something mentally off with Brittany.
What? What do you mean?
Right.
Brittany. Here's what I think. Brittany's whimsical. That's it. She's a free spirit. Like, listen, we're all weird in our own way. Brittany's like a higher energy, whimsical kind of person. So she's got a different energy than me. I wouldn't say that there's something wrong with her, though. That's bizarre, Her number system's interesting, I'll say. But something wrong with her. What do you mean? Well, I listen to DGG. Oh, is that like a rap group, dude?
She's one of these people that act like she's intellectually and emotionally superior, but she's not.
Okay.
But I did know that she was dangerous.
Typical, kind of like this guy, Freddy Fazbear. I'm just kidding. Sounded like this guy, Papa Got. He thinks he's so smart. Fuck that guy.
Until this stream. And guys, what I'm about. Those of you who are part of DGG, you know what I'm about to see.
Yeah.
Okay? You know what you're about to see. But I'm going to explain something.
Idea what I'm about to see.
Because I think you all need to see something.
I'm just seeing what I'm assuming is like a year old, because it's like Brittany Simon, Melina, ABBA, and Destiny over in the corner. And I think, am I about to see them dance and then Destiny get cucked? And am I about to see ABBA steal Melina away from Destiny? Who knows? Hey, who knows?
Different through the eyes of a femdom. It was
femdom.
Like with Mr. Girl, who also Destiny's
Mr. Girl is way different than Brittany Simon.
Friended. when Mr. Girl did,
I think that Destiny has too much content brain, so he'll become friends with people that can make really good content with him sometimes.
That you're my doll.
There goes
you're my human doll.
Hero.
He did that video where he made Shaylin cry. I broke that down from
Are you talking about Boogie or Mr. Girl? Wait, what?
Femdom perspective.
Okay.
And it gave a lot of insight into it because Max does that too. Hey. Max violates the boundaries of his.
Yeah, the biggest issue with that is he made this entire video, Mr. Girl, where he wanted his wife or girlfriend or whatever to forever consent to a particular thing. And I think that was like sleeping with a doll or something. And she was never able to change it. He doesn't have a concept of understanding what consent is because he is most likely, in my opinion, some kind of a predatory individual. I believe that one of the first interactions he had with Destiny was him like laughing about recalling a story where he effectively sexually assaulted a girl. I'm paraphrasing, could be wrong. Take it with a grain of salt, but that's from what I remember. It's been a couple of years since I've engaged with, or a year since I've engaged with any of the content in that sphere, or with him. And when it comes to Mr. Girl, I'm not interested in that guy.
Crazy girlfriend. By the way, F her too. I don't like her.
Yeah, F her too.
But I was showing you how these crazy people that are into kink, particularly DNS, which Mr. Girl is into,
domain
where
name
they
servers
do things. It's not pushing boundaries. It's violating someone's boundaries. It's actually doing something to them against their will, and they did not give you consent.
Against their Williard.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
So, I watched this stream. I remember watching it live.
Tell me what you want. What
you have
really
Abba, Brittany, Melina, and you have Steven. I'm watching Brittany's demeanor throughout the entire video, and if you guys watch this again, you'll see she takes side shots, she takes some digs, she takes a couple of jabs at Destiny.
Okay.
I don't know what happened with the backstory of why she tries to take a couple of digs at Destiny, but something happened that we don't know. But I'm going to show you what she did and why has it been a year later and nobody said anything. So
maybe it's just not that big of a deal, but we'll find out. Let's see what we got
Abba
here.
and Brittany, they're all sitting around talking,
Abba
and all of a sudden
Brittany
brings up about slapping Destiny.
Why? Like, is it a sexual thing?
Are we lifting? Yes. Or Ubering? Okay, because I can't drive.
Okay, cool.
Can't drive? Loser. Oh, Destiny, you married a girl who can't drive, who lives somewhere else in the entire world, who is financially not dependent? You marry that person? Are you a fucking predator, dude? Are you a freaking predator? Destiny, are you preying on vulnerable women? Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Somebody contact Mr. Girl. Because Destiny is a predator. Don't make fun of my... That's a joke, obviously. Don't make fun of my tank top. Don't call me... Well, actually, it is a bit gay, and that's why I like it. Wow. I have a gay... I don't care, dude. I'm gay baiting. I'm trying to get the gay audience to like the video. I like it, you know? Because it's okay if gay guys hit on me because I'm not gay, so I won't... You know what I mean? There's no temptation there. Unless he's a beautiful femboy, of course. Uh-oh, Destiny, the groomer.
You don't want one for the road?
I'm pretty sure. I think she just can't drive because she was from a different country, never got her driver's license or something, right?
Boys, how are you gonna do it?
How hard do you want me to do it?
Ew, this is weird. I don't like this.
What is
this is like two people. This is like two guys, like autistic people in like anime club that are like, hey, you want me to do this thing? Can I cast my domain? My jujitsu kaisen.
Well, am I doing anything for this? Even if it's after Abba,
this is
I wanted
what
to
you
show you
want.
some of the prepping stuff.
The stream was requesting it. It wasn't even my idea. I wouldn't even thought about it. Your stream was like slap him, and I was like, sounds kind of fun.
Steven,
So
slap him.
By the way, every one of these people in here besides Brittany is vanilla. Are we clear? Because I personally asked Abba, is he in DNS? And you want to see why I asked him that, right? So
I feel like Destiny could do some kinky stuff, no?
For anyone...
All right, so they asked to slap him. What happens?
That is part of this world. And the world, when I say the scene, I'm going to use that interchangeably. I'm going to say the scene, I'm going to say this world. So whenever I say scene and this world, we're talking about kink. We're talking about domination. We're talking about submission. We're talking about fetish. Are we clear?
Fetish. Sounds like there's a PlayStation sound in the background for every once in a while.
Do you understand? So when I say scene, when I say world, I'm talking about
scene world,
that.
World.
All of
gotcha.
That. Kink, domination,
I just watched that
fetishes.
documentary.
We're talking about all of that, okay?
Gotcha. Okay.
When someone from this scene interacts with a vanilla,
yeah,
you have to clear things up with that person first.
Okay.
The biggest violation.
What the fuck does she do that? What does she do that like warrants this response? I'm confused.
In the scene is to do something without consent, and for anyone to sit up here and kink is. I want you guys to understand something. Slapping is a kink. I should know.
Okay.
That's how I got. That is how I realized I was a dom. Real quick story. I was a bodyguard when I got into policing. I was a bodyguard for some exotic dancers, and one of the dancers came down and said, "Tree, this man wants me to slap him. I can't. He's one of my favorite customers. He gave me $100. I'll split it with you if you can go up there and slap him." He said, "I told him that I have a big black bodyguard that would do it. She's very sexy, but if you come up there and do it, I'll give you the money." I went up there, had no problem. I told him to count to 3. I slapped him at the count of 1, and he basically.
You didn't get proper consent then because you did lie to him. So that's not good.
Climaxing his tighty whitey fruity balloons. She gave me the whole $100 bill. I was like, we was doing business ever since then.
Cool.
Okay, because it came to me naturally to slap him. Man wants you to slap him.
Hey, men ain't shit. Am I right, ladies?
Actually, no problem. I'll slap the shit out of you. And the thing about it is, it came to me naturally, and that is something that's not normal for most women.
All right. It kind of sounds like this person's bragging about having kink. Listen, I don't dislike this person at all. Okay. Trigger warning. But it does come off like this person's like bragging about it. It's just kind of cringe. Like, yeah, I'm pretty kinky myself. I'm pretty kinky myself. I have a regular mattress. Advanced humor for that one, guys, because there's a kink in one of the springs.
That was consensual. He paid her to do it.
Sure.
Therefore, she transferred the responsibility to me. Yeah. Slapping is a kink.
Okay. Gotcha.
So when someone requests it, you are to do. You do it. But when you do it to someone who didn't request it, you're a POS.
A POS.
So here we have Brittany saying the chat.
The chat.
She's using DJ.
Yeah, the chat was like, Brittany slapped Destiny. By the way, I would say the same thing as the chat. Good chat. Smart chat.
DG, which is the chat, as an excuse to violate his boundaries.
Did Destiny say it was okay?
Actually do something. Now, I don't believe this was consensual, and I'm still going to stand on it. I know, Brittany, when you watch this video, you're going to sit up here and say that he could have said no.
Did he watch the video?
This is one of the flaws of Steven. Steven doesn't know how to say no to women.
Well, that's Steven's a pussy then. I don't know what to tell you. I want to see what actually happens. I feel like we're doing a lot of priming.
And I have seen him allow women to violate his boundaries way too much. And this is one of them. But see, you're not a dom. You're a bottom.
Yeah, I think that Destiny is probably like he's probably like okay, maybe. I mean, okay. But constantly violate his boundaries. Is that a thing that happens? Do people constantly violate his boundaries? Like,
the hell would you take a dominant position and put your hands on this man? If I was there, this is what I'm saying. The reason why nobody put a stop to this because a lot of people don't realize what's going on. You don't understand the energy exchange.
Probably too stupid.
Brittany is not a dom.
Show me what's going on.
She never was a dom. She never was a top. Why the hell is she slapping Steven?
I'm a goblin.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Why the hell is she putting her hands on this man?
Put your hands.
And I'm not putting up with this. The chat told me to do it. Baby, I'm a domina. I'm 100% certified FDA bitch.
Certified freak.
Bitch.
7 days a week.
None of you clowns, no offense, can sit up here and request me to violate somebody, especially somebody that's my friend.
Okay.
Boundaries. Since when does the chat has the power?
Bro, just show us the fucking clip already. It's been like 15 minutes. Just show us the fucking clip. What are you talking about?
To tell me what to do.
Okay. At this point, the energy here, Brittany pulled Destiny's pants down and violently assaulted him. The energy I'm getting from this. What is happening?
I don't give a damn about your damn request.
Okay.
Who gives a shit about your request?
Okay. Cool.
She wanted to do it. No.
Okay.
Steven let her do it.
Okay.
But
I just want to see what happened.
This is what I'm saying, and I'm glad some of y'all are trying to blame Steven for this. Sure, Steven could have stand up to her, but my problem.
Don't bully me, sir.
My problem with Steven is that he let things go too far. But see, here's my problem with you stupid women. You don't realize when you out of place. You don't realize when you cross the line. You don't realize when you need to take ownership of your own actions. She brought up slapping. Tree, did you know Destiny spoke about his boundaries on stream when the Melina thing popped off? You're 100% right. Yeah, but guess what, Krieger? And what happened? He let it go too far. So yeah, so thank you for bringing that up. He let it go too far, and then he wants to talk about his boundaries. But see, I'm sorry. This is her fault. When I say her, I'm talking about Brittany. Okay? I'm talking about Brittany. CJ, can you shut up and let me do my stream?
Bro, I think you gotta shut up and let yourself.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
I'm so
like I'm stupid.
I'm so
of
curious.
Course I've seen the Abba slap part. Brittany, I got the damn video up. What you think? It got the slap in here. So when I saw this and I saw her go like this and said, the chat wants me to do it. The chat wants me to slap you. The chat, I'm like, no, that's not how that works. So if the chat told you to set his hair on fire, you're gonna sit here and say, oh, come on, man, the chat wants me to do it. The chat asked me to do it. We don't pay attention to the chat when it comes to actions like this. So this is she rubbing her hands, but I gotta understand, I gotta show you what I am seeing. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit play. I gotta show you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a bottom trying to top her friend who's vanilla. Okay. Do y'all understand me? I'm seeing someone who's not in a position to be a top. Okay. Top her friend. Now, before I was married, there's a lot of things I wanted to do something to some of my male friends, but I got their permission first by asking certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'll ask. I never pop anything out of the blue to any of my male friends in the past. I've never done that because you always want consent. Oh my God. Always want consent.
With a fucking
and when you do something that's one on a line.
Listen, I know that I talk a lot sometimes too, but I feel like this is just advanced level of yapping. Oh my God.
But I got a problem with this. I got a problem with women overstepping their boundaries. And
like if she showed us the slap and it was just as bad as she's making it seem to be, and then she said all this afterwards, I'd be like, oh, it's warranted. So maybe it is. Maybe that's what it is. She already pre-watched. That's the problem. You're dirty pre-watching React streamers. All right, guys. Rule number 1 to reactions: don't pre-watch. Right? Duh.
Humiliating men that did not ask for it. You know what I'm saying? And because you know Steven is nice, because he done said that he trusts your dumb ass with his bank account information, you are now taking advantage of the friendship.
Yeah. Did she take his card and buy a bunch of stuff?
She's a very bad person. And when I saw this, I
have a yap kink, guys. I'm getting so hard right now.
My freaking hand was covering my mouth. So here we go. So once again, she's
all right, we're getting there.
Putting herself in a top position. She's out of pocket for that. She's not in a position to be in there.
All right.
Can you be like both dominant and submissive?
Right,
you can be a switch, but she's not a switch. A switch is someone who can go dominant and submissive. She's not a switch. She's never been a switch. She's always been a bratty, what she called herself a bratty bottom. And if she wants to sit and say she was a switch, I dare her to show me a video in her past where she said she actually did dom work. She ain't never do no damn dom work.
Okay.
When you are an alpha woman, you use your powers responsibly. This is why you don't let stupid bitches like this be in charge. Yeah, top it from the bottom. But in this case, this is non-consensual. This is non-consensual. And only an inexperienced dom will let a submissive top from the bottom. I know how to handle them bitches real quick. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh, wait. We're getting there. Let me turn it down to 1.25. Sorry. I'll see it.
Hold on, let me...
Oh, no!
After Abba,
this is what you want. The stream was requesting it. It wasn't even my idea. I wouldn't even have thought about it. Your stream was like, slap him. And I was like, sounds kind of fun.
Steven, you gotta get slapped now. If you really want to do it.
And this made me...
All right, he said yes. Who cares? What is this?
Angry. I was literally watching this live.
Why? Why does this make you angry? He said if you really want to, and she does it. Who gives a fuck?
I was literally watching this.
What's the controversy here?
Live. And this is my problem with Steven. If you really want to, what?
Yeah, Steven. Yeah, maybe he's being a little bit of a pussy here and giving into the chat. Who cares? Whatever. It's not a big deal.
What? But I gotta explain the dynamics here. I gotta defend Steven.
What's the dynamic
here?
Was
smitten.
What a weird stance Brittany's in. She's like standing up mostly straight but slightly bent over.
With Brittany. Okay.
She looks like a character model for a video game that has been unanimated. You know what I mean?
Anytime our switch is real, yeah, there's a such thing as a switch. A switch is a real person.
Okay.
You can't. There's not that many switches, but there are people.
They also call them bikinkual, guys, not just switches. Dominant, submissive, bikinkual, right?
Way more submissive than...
I was not a good joke, but I don't care. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And there are doms. Excuse me. Hold on.
Doms.
Okay, let me explain the dynamics, right?
Okay, explain it to me.
There's way more
submissive
men than there are dominant women. And the reason why there's more dominant...
Call those femboys, by the way, all right?
There's more submissive men than dominant women is because it is not in a woman's nature. It is not natural for a woman to be dominant, like especially like me.
I mean, I guess you can make the same argument about submissive men. I don't care. Okay.
And the only way I'm this way is because of my upbringing. Okay, it is who I am. All right.
Okay.
Now, there are more male doms than there are female subs. Okay.
Okay.
When it comes to female doms, this ain't sexual for us. It's all about the power. Do y'all understand? When it comes to male doms, it's all about power and sex.
I feel like these are very personal anecdotes, but okay. I don't care.
Maybe sex first and then power, but power and then sex. It's all sex is
Fight
a
the
must
power,
with male
dude.
doms. Sex is a must. With femme doms, we ain't interested in no ding.
Sometimes you like the goon.
We can get that. That's easy.
Okay.
That's easy. Okay. We just in it for the power.
Gotcha.
And not only
I don't think any of this is necessarily like a factual. Sounds like they're projecting their experience, but hey, gotcha.
that, but you're not worthy
Gotcha.
of a submissive to
But
even
what do
do
I
this.
know? What am
we don't
I?
go that route.
A dirty duty
that's
hole?
Now, so switches, you will find some women that are dominant professionally, but they're submissive lifestyle on. So this is the reason why when you go to my website, my femdom website where I am retired, you see in bold red letters, I never switch. So wait, women want power and men want to get down? I don't know what you mean by get down.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I feel like there are a lot, like some men who are somewhat submissive or that'll pay like a mistress. A lot of times they're very powerful men that want to not be in control sometimes because that's their entire life. So maybe that's part of the motivation. I don't know.
So this is, I put, if you go to my website, you'll see in red, I never switch because I'm not a switcher. So it's common for women to be in that position of power. Not all femdoms, but you have like about 30% like to switch it up. Then you have some male doms who are male doms over their female slaves, but they like to submit to female doms.
Gotcha.
Those are your switches, and they're not that many of them, but they exist. So that's what switching means. All right, so let's get back to Brittany. So the reason why when I watched this, I was shocked because I'm like, she's not in a position to, first of all, this is her friend.
Bro, the chat said slap Destiny. She was insisting on it a little bit, and he said, sure, go ahead and do it. And then I'm assuming she slaps him. What's the hot take here?
And the reason why Destiny agreed to this is because he's too nice. I know there's a lot of people on the right that hate Destiny, that he thinks he's an asshole, and this, that, and the other.
Well, yeah, he is. That's one reason I like him a little bit.
I don't understand. What you guys don't understand is that, in my opinion, he's too nice. He's too forgiving, and he's too tolerant. And I've always told him these are things. I'm like, you forgive and you let evil people.
I'm sure he loves it when you give him this advice.
Get back into friendship with you. You like to be friends with bad people. Sneeko, BX Bullet, Zerka, Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. Okay.
Absolutely. All right, I like this person now. Like never unwavering. That's the way they said homosexual is so funny to me. There's nothing wrong with being gay, guys, but Myron is super fucking gay. Okay, cuddling with men. Telling women that their pussies are gross, not eating pussy. Not eating pussy is the gayest thing in the entire world, by the way. That is very gay. So, okay, I agree.
Okay. Hold on. Even the new person I don't like, which is Lauren. I don't even like her.
Fuck Lauren.
You know what I'm saying? And he adores her. I can't stand that heifer. Never liked her ever. So you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to who's the PAW guy? I can't remember who that. Oh, and Mr. Girl. How do I even forget Mr. Girl? So Steven, Alex. Yeah, there you go. Quasimodo. You should have used his name I gave him, Quasimodo. All right. So
I thought I re-rolled.
He likes to. He's like a buffet. He got friends for every reason. Oh, and Lab. Yeah. That heifer. Lab. Gotcha. The evil woman Lab. You know what I'm saying? So he likes to be friends with these bad
evil
people.
Woman
and
Lab.
I tend to stay my distance.
Oh, that's the girl that Hassan has sexually assaulted her. I'm kidding. The joke. She came forward and said that though. That's what I'm talking about. For some reason, I remember playing Hades as I reacted to that.
People, because some of the people I want to just basically observe from a distance, and then I decide if I'm going to accept their friendship. And then there's some I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. You just a bad person. And then some of people will just show me who are. Yeah, Apple cool. I like Apple. Some of them will show me who they are. Anyway, so this is one of the things where Steven is agreeing to do this because one, I need you to show you what's going on, the dynamics that's going on. One.
At this point, the one really good thing would be if I was absolutely fucking blind, she's narrating every move in detail that's being made. So at least if you're somebody that's blind watching this video, you're probably like super into like, oh my god, I could basically see what's happening.
Specs and
what does yellow look like? I don't know. How do blind people know what colors are? I don't know. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that there are fewer blind racists because they can't tell what color somebody is? Or do you think that they could hear it in their voice, you know? Or do you think that they're just as racist, but like they can't really say anything because they wouldn't be able to see the punch coming? It's a question. It's just a question I have.
Adore Brittany and trust her. She's taking advantage of that.
Adore.
Also, two,
Gotcha.
she knows that Destiny will allow his boundaries to be violated.
What?
Okay? They never, once again, this bitch never got any consent. She never got any consent.
Well, he said, sure, go ahead. So that sounds like consent to me.
Doing this. So
I guess she didn't get what you'd say is enthusiastic consent. But he said, sure, why not?
Destiny agreed to this. It came at him out of shock, which is actually absolutely horrible. They never, and by the way, Destiny gave me permission to talk about all this because I asked him, I said, did she get permission to do all this to you? He said no. LOL, by the way. He said no.
Do what? Do what? I thought he just said it. Didn't he just say it? I don't even remember. It's so long ago that we saw him say it.
No, LOL. I wasn't laughing.
LOL.
He laughed. So I'm like, how come nobody talked about this? This bitch is basically violated her friend. I don't know what happened between them, but let's continue watching it.
Okay.
Steve, you gotta get slapped.
If you really want to. If you really want to do it.
You want me to?
Yeah, if you really want to. There you go. He said yes. He doesn't sound happy about it, but I mean, he could have just said, no, I don't want you to do that.
Sure, go for it.
Wow.
Oh, wait, you're ready to stand up for it?
Why would I stand up?
Okay, wait, because
All
if I
right.
hit you here, I'm a right hand. You're not going to face
Are you gonna like fucking...
This is going to be hard. No, if you stand up.
Oh, this is very cringe.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're using which hand?
I like how Ab was just going in on it, though.
My right
This is
hand.
funny.
So this is why I asked
This is so funny. Ab is trying to give pointers. I think he's down for it. He's eating it up. I love it.
Abba, was he also a male dom? Because that's what I'm saying. He said no.
I don't think that this is really necessarily a sexual thing here. I think that this is just... I think that if anything, they're just bullying Destiny at this point.
I gotta believe him. Okay? Because Abba is instructing her like a male dom.
I think he's just showing her how to give it that. I mean, listen, here's the thing. Abba, he was just showing her how to give a pimp slap, you know? That's not racist, I don't think. That's okay.
Destiny consented. Destiny was pressured to consent.
Oh, God. He couldn't have said no
That's
at all.
what I want y'all to understand.
Sure. He was pressured to consent, but the pressure wasn't something that isn't able to, like, you can't overcome. Like, there's a difference between saying, like, can I smack you? And people are like, yeah, let him do it. And they're like, all right, fine. Versus, like, you need to let me smack you or I'm going to cut your penis off. Those are two different types of pressure, right? It's okay. Who cares?
You know, I just explained to you why Destiny said yes.
Okay. Cool beans.
I just explained to you that he holds, at this time, not anymore, he holds Brittany at a high regard. I just told you all that I
think he just wants to get in that wet at this point. That's why he's doing it.
Said that, yeah, I know he's very, very vanilla. I asked him personally. I said, Abba, are you a male dom? And you'll see why I said, are you a male dom? Because of what he's doing now. He's taking charge and giving instructions like, you know, a male dom would. But he's just probably naturally dominant. So it doesn't mean he has to be in king. But I just told you guys that he holds, at this time, he holds Brittany in high regard. He said that he trusts her with his bank account and credit cards. Now, do you know how much trust you have? No, he's not a switch. Abba's not a switch at all. He's not a switch. And everybody,
Such
listen.
a weird video.
Nobody's here is into kink except for Brittany.
Okay.
Do y'all understand that?
Do you think that this is like a kink thing, or you think that this is just like a haha? I think it's funny to smack people. Because if my criticism would be like, it is weird that you wanted to smack him in the first place. You know, you guys are grown adults. It's a little weird to even kind of push that question. It looks unprofessional as like a content, whatever. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, I really don't care that much. I'm not like, oh my God, Brittany, I see you in a different light. That would be my criticism, though. Like, yeah, it's a little weird, a little unprofessional, I guess, a little silly. But like, what does this even have to do anything to do with sex? Just because she's into kink? Like, did I miss something?
I gotta say this again. No one in this video is from the scene except for Brittany.
Okay.
Brittany is the only one from the
She's a scene girl.
scene.
Emo girl.
Everybody else is vanilla.
Emo girl.
When you are the only person that's not vanilla in the scene, you are to, one, get consent if you want to play a kink game. 2, you always, you know.
Is this a kink game because it's slapping? Like when people street fight, is that also kink? I don't understand.
You never cross their boundaries. But most of all, Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany started fucking gooning after the slap. Shut the fuck up. That was funny, August. You got me on that one.
Is acting a dominant role as a submissive.
I'm gonna
goon.
That in
itself is really bad.
That's so terrible.
HUR says you got to say it 2 more times. Yeah, because I'm like, how I got to constantly say this?
Your right hand. I don't want to see that side of the face. This is how you do it. You set up right here so nobody cares what you.
I love that Ab is just like he's playing into the meme.
You want to see his face and his reaction.
I like that Abba bullies Destiny a little bit. That's what I see.
Yeah, but if I slap him, he's gonna move this way.
Yeah.
Away from the
That's
camera.
okay.
He just wants to see it better.
That's okay.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh
Why?
my god.
Why would you do? Guys, I've never shared this with you guys. I've never said this. This is gonna be the first time I ever say that. When I saw her slap him, I swear to God, I was looking for plane tickets. Like I was willing to.
Why? Why are you so invested in this?
I was willing to get on Spirit Airlines.
Why?
I was willing to. I was like, so let me slap her.
I think you have a parasocial relationship with Destiny. It's weird.
Let me show her.
I'm sure they're somewhat friendly, but this is like bizarre. Why are you so invested in this?
I was done. You know what I'm saying? But Abba gonna come through, so therefore I never had to do it. Now this really made me angry, and I never said anything about it. I never even confronted him about it because Steven gonna have to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? To set boundaries. Now he said it now, but you know back then I was like,
dude, shut the fuck up. I had to quit wrestling as a gay teen because I realized it was a kink for me to lose on purpose, and I felt horrible. That's so weird. If that's real, if that's real, I don't know. That's weird. That's so interesting. If that's real, that's such a weird thing. That's fucking funny. That's not real.
Why does he? Hold on. Somebody made a donation. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Tria's Destiny's mom.
Yeah.
Well, then why did she let him be a stripper? A black female stripper named Destiny. You should be ashamed.
Thank you so much for the $3. From what I remember, it started off as a disagreement between Steven and Brittany regarding the open marriage, and it kind of branches off from there. So you mean tell me this?
I don't really care about the Destiny and Brittany Simon like not liking each other lore, you know? I never bothered to try to look into it. I'm not really that interested.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. DGG.
We've been waiting so many minutes, though.
If you're listening to me, did the open marriage private discussion happen before the slap or after the slap? Because then maybe it's not an O. Maybe it's not an O. Did the open marriage discussion that he had? No, he had it online. He had it on stream. Sorry, it wasn't behind the scene. He had it on stream. Was that before or after the slap? Oh, let me look at kick as well.
At least it wasn't a bite like Freddy Fazbear, you know? Freddy
Kenzie said, from what I remember,
Fazbear.
it was a conversation about grape juice.
Okay.
The fallout was from
I'm
Brittany.
putting this on
Don't
2X again.
know how to. Yeah, but okay. When did that conversation happen? Okay, a lot of y'all don't remember. I wanted to know, did it happen before the slap or after the slap? After the slap, they were cool
slap
before then.
of
He didn't
87.
like a question he asked about grape juice. Okay, all right. Everybody, a lot of people saying after the slap. Okay, all right. So then it's not because I was like, oh, well, maybe this is just a revenge, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, there was a couple of digs. Go watch the video. I'm not going to play the entire video anymore. It's kind of boring, right? But watch how she takes little and Destiny is oblivious to it. Destiny is oblivious to the little jabs that she take at him. Like really,
I'm pretty sure he probably feels the one jab she gives him.
like not aware of it that she's doing that. So yeah.
What jabs are we talking about?
What point was I about to make? Hold on, I gotta rewind to see what point I'm about to make.
No, you can't rewind. What do you mean?
Oh, the why.
Oh
So,
my god.
I want y'all to understand. I'm seeing Steven stand there, you know what I'm saying? And he's signed up for this, right?
Okay.
Signed up for this in front of his, because he said yes. Because I don't think he would say no, because it looks like it was more important to him.
Yeah, he said yes, so I don't know what the fucking problem is here.
It looks like this was more important to Brittany than it is to him. And now I get an understanding why some of these women go crazy with Steven, because even if he hates what he has to do, he will submit to it. Well, not be kink submit, but he's willing to do it if it will please the woman. So did that make sense? Let me say it again. It seems to me that even though this is something that Steven doesn't want to do, since it's something that's giving Brittany joy, he's willing to do it for her happiness, not
Who cares?
his.
That's
the proper way I want to say this, right? Because to me, he doesn't
He
want to
said
do
yes.
this, okay? And this is the reason why when she's getting ready to slap him, he says, why? Okay, she got mad because Destiny called her out of some of her crazy opinions about trauma, then started making hit pieces on him. Yeah, I don't care. I know that happened. I just wanted to know the order of events. Before the slap, Brittany doesn't like something Destiny said. Okay, well, which one is it? Because see, listen, hold on. Let me just say something. Hold on. Hear me out. Guys, when I come down there and see Steven, I'm not going to put my hands on him. Why would I slap him?
I don't know.
Why would I hurt him?
Oh
you know what I'm saying? If I want to hurt you, we are going to have that discussion beforehand. Do you understand me? So this is the reason why I want to ask you, when did the slap come? Because this looks vicious, and it also looks vindictive.
Vicious and vindictive. Well, we're applying. You're really putting a lot of energy into this, huh?
And if they had a minor disagreement before she came down here, then this was done out of spite. Huh?
Oh
do you guys understand where I'm coming
from? No.
It looks like this was done out of spite.
I don't know where it seems like you're coming from. Is you're doing a lot of assertions. You're adding a lot of energy to this. Otherwise, well, I guess we don't really know, but seemingly nothing moment. This seems to be not really a lot going on here.
There was an off-stream drama we don't know about when Brittany visited. She mentioned that Destiny didn't spend time alone with her. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So there could have been some. Yeah, she was being vindictive here. Okay. And that's what I said. She's more of a worse person than you guys think she is, if that's the case.
Based on what? Like,
so let me tell you something. I don't like public humiliation unless it's consensual with everyone in the room. Let me explain something what I'm talking about. You know what kink I hate? I hate when femdoms walk their submissives or their slaves out in public on a dog and leash. I hate that.
Okay.
Because you are allowing children and grown adults who did not consent to watch that.
I agree, I guess. But what the fuck does this have to do with this?
You have basically, in my opinion, violated their boundaries by doing that in public. And I know some of y'all are like, oh, it's in public. No. They didn't consent to that.
Okay.
They didn't consent to watch your kink. So, for example, I'm gonna give you a public humiliation that I was paid for when I was a femdom, but I got the permission. Okay, this guy wanted to pay for my pedicure and he wanted to blow my toes dry. So I went to Ching Chong Ting Dong's nail salon.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I was not expecting I was not expecting just really intense racism on that one. Fuck. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with this person? You really just said that. That's insane. Okay. Wow.
Talk to the owner and ask her to translate to the women that I got.
Hey guys, did you get consent from the owner to be incredibly racist? I don't understand. What is wrong with you? Okay.
An appointment at this time and at this date, and that I wanted to know, would they be okay if a man got on his knees and blew my nail polish dry after she painted my toes? So she went over there and told them, and they got a kick out of it. And they couldn't wait. And when it came down to the day, they all stopped and they just watched the situation, and I made their day, but I got consent. Do you understand? I got consent.
That was so casual. It made me actually not like this person. That was too much. I mean, I like a good edgy joke, but what the fuck?
So once Ching Chow did my damn toes.
Again, that'd be like if somebody just sat here and started like referring to black people with monkey noises. It's the same thing. Like, what are you doing? Why would you? Why? I don't understand. Okay.
I said, come on, slave, blow them dry. And he came over to his knees and started blowing them dry. And they were like, they had a ball. And the more they laughed, the more he got excited. He loved that public humiliation. But I got their consent first. Do you understand the difference? If you're doing public humiliation, you got to get consent. And I'm all about consent. I'm all about safe.
It is a little ironic that you're like, Destiny is in the company of bad friends. And then apparently he's friends with this incredibly racist person. Like, wow, who would have thought?
Play. I'm going to say that word again. Safe play. You are to always play safely. But most of all, you are to never violate someone's boundaries, and you get consent.
Gotcha.
Okay? Did you use a translator? I ain't had to use a translator. I told the owner. The owner spoke perfect English and perfect Korean. So the owner translated my English to her.
Oh, FPS Doug. Haven't heard him in a while.
Korean women. Okay. So that's what I want you guys to understand. There's a difference here.
Cool.
So, in my opinion, I think there's something vindictive. Like, I guess because as I'm thinking, like, if there was a way if you wanted to punish Steven, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I know how. If I wanted to punish Steven, but I didn't need his consent. Oh, here's a good one. God, I got a diabolical mind. Okay, if I wanted to cause Steven pain, you know what I would do? I would go to the gym.
I think that if you wanted to cause Steven pain, you just talk. This is a fucking painful experience. Like, nothing has been said yet. We've got nothing so far.
I would say, hey, Steven, let's work out together. Okay.
All we heard is Steven go, all right, I guess you could do it. That's it.
And I would be his spotter.
Cool.
And as he's bench pressing, and he's about to give out, and I go, come on, one more rep. You pussy! Come on, do it, you pussy! You know you can push it. What you gonna do? Come on, do it. Push it.
Okay.
I would make you push that one rep. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what I would do. Until his little spaghetti arms are shaking, and then I grab the bar. That's how you do some pain, baby. Listen, let me tell you, I wasn't one of the top 5 for nothing. Okay, here we go. Tree, grab the bar. Say please. Please. Boom, I get it. Because paying that way. And it's consensual. Because what? He asked me to be a spotter, did he not? That's consensual, baby. I ain't violating his boundaries. Okay. He's bench pressing. I'm the spotter. Obviously, I got a spotter, but I'm just going, make it a little painful, but he gonna get them gains, baby. He gonna get them gains.
I mean, if he doesn't go to the gym that much and you push him like beyond failure, you're not going to give him gains. You're just going to give him like horrible fucking DOMs, and he's not going to recover fast enough. But okay, sure, go ahead.
He gonna get them games, honey.
He's gonna get them games, honey.
We all win.
We all win, dude.
None of this is filmed.
Games, baby.
Choose your spotters wisely. Facts. Don't get no film down to be your spotter. But see, here's the deal. I like to do my stuff off camera. I don't want to do this stuff on camera. Okay, here we go.
I'm just gonna move this way.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh no.
Why?
Oh my God.
That's just something.
You have so much hair.
Even though he's saying this, did you hear that chat? Did you hear Steven? This is what I'm saying. Little stupid ass bitches like Brittany should never do my job. You can obviously see that Steven don't want to do this. Why are you doing this? This is so mean.
I think you just take this so personally. It's just so weird.
Okay? But she doesn't realize because she's in her own feelings for whatever reason, and she's mentally unhinged. And by the way, I would never want to slap my friend.
Maybe this person doesn't like Brittany because they're the same, because you're just fucking unhinged too. This is so weird.
I would never want to slap my friend.
Okay.
Even if he asked me to slap, I'm like, no, I ain't gonna slap. By the way, I don't take requests. If you tell me to do something that's gonna be painful, I'm gonna say no automatically because that's what you want. There's a
Didn't you just say you'd go to the gym and make him in a lot of pain there? What?
DNS joke, by the way. I'm sure some of you have heard this. You know what I'm saying? The sadist said to the masochist said to the sadist, beat me. And the sadist said no. That's going to go over you guys' heads. I know you're not going to catch that joke, but that should understand.
I mean, I think it's a little ironic. There's a little irony in you talking about how Brittany isn't as smart as she thinks she is, and then make a joke and then go, I know it's going to go over your heads. It's a little ironic. Okay. I think that maybe this person, maybe you're projecting a little bit. I don't know. This is so far, this is to me almost gone to obsessive nature of Destiny. You like Destiny a little too much. It's a little weird. I'd be uncomfortable if I was him, but okay.
They're like, I am gonna say this, right? So I'm not gonna do one thing cause you pain. I'm gonna go, no, I ain't gonna do it. And that's gonna make you mad.
Are you talking about pain from Naruto? What?
And that's gonna cause you pain indirectly, according to my rules. Okay, there's that. Oh, you got it. Oh, y'all got it. Oh, look at the chat. The chat said no, I got the joke.
We got it. Oh, I thought that'd go over your heads because you're all so fucking stupid. See, when I insult people, I don't insult my chat. Smartest people ever. Duh. It's my chat. Of course they're smart.
You know what I'm saying? So I would have read the message where he's like,
okay.
Why are you doing this? Why? This is, you know what I'm saying? I could tell Destiny did not want this. But a part of me believes that he realized that Brittany's crazy and that she's a woman and maybe it doesn't hurt. Okay?
No.
What do you do then? Tickle him? No, you don't hit him. That's what you don't do. You didn't have this conversation beforehand. If she was, because she's not a dom, she's an unhinged, mentally disturbed.
Well, I mean, I guess the chat said it. That's why they didn't have the conversation beforehand.
Dangerous woman as a submissive. She's a bottom. She's not a top.
You
okay?
make
I'm telling you from a responsible, logical, okay?
What does it have to do with anything? Why this isn't a sexual slap? Is it? Like, I don't. Why do you think it is?
I'm telling you that if I wanted to do something like this, which is this is slapping thing to my friends, now I'll do it to a stranger, but doing this to my friends, I would never kink play like this.
You make me feel like a natural woman.
You guys understand?
You make me feel.
This is so important for you guys to understand.
You make me feel. No, I just
raped
all the time. Like, well, this isn't this. She got consent. It just wasn't enthusiastic. And if that's the point you're gonna make, that's fine. But you've been rambling for like 30 minutes and you've said nothing. And when it comes to kink, you should get enthusiastic consent. 1,000%. Okay, but this isn't kink. This is slapping somebody. This isn't something that needs enthusiastic consent. This isn't like Destiny. I want to fuck you and slap you forever. Okay, this is. I feel like there's nothing sexual about this event that's going on. So
talking to someone. So let me explain to you. This is a very good point. I should have said this earlier. Let's say, for instance,
I'll let you know if it's a good point.
When he was growing up, all right, he got slapped by the little girls on the playground. And the last time he got slapped, he went into a seizure. He started having seizures, and he fell on the ground. He was hospitalized for 2 weeks. It was the most miserable point of his life. And then as he got older as a teenager, and his girlfriend slapped him, and basically he went into seizure again because it triggered that. It's something about slapping him that triggers something in his brain. He comes into a seizure. When a dom plays with a bottom, she always asks, "Do you have any pre-existing?"
I imagine that if Destiny would have seizures if he got slapped, that he would probably be like, Brittany, I will have a seizure. Don't slap me. He wouldn't say, all right, if you want me to.
Pre-existing conditions. But most of all, is there anything you need to tell me about before we play? I need to know your boundaries. I need to know your...
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Is there anything I need to know before we play? They're not playing. It's a slap.
I need to know what I cannot do and what I can do. And this is when communication comes in, where that person says, oh, whatever you do, please don't slap me because I'll go into a seizure. So what if Steven had that condition and she slapped him and he goes into a seizure?
Then I'll laugh at this point. I'll be like, haha, idiot Steven. Why wouldn't you tell her no?
Do you understand why stupid bitches like this should never be in the top position?
Yeah, because there might be this random, highly unlikely circumstance. Yeah, makes sense.
Do you understand how bad this is?
She's not a fucking
this is
dumb.
Why I want you guys to understand. This was not only dangerous, not only irresponsible, but this was just.
Bro, at this point, I wish Destiny had died from the slap because this is the energy that's going into this, and I'm so, who cares? This is so fucking dumb.
Stuff they would do to your friend. Now it sounds like they had some bad blood. No, well, on her end, it sounded like they had some.
We're talking about bad blood.
Like, this is coming out of the blue.
I thought the chat asked it. Right? Isn't that why they did it?
This is just so crazy. But this is why I said she is one of the most dangerous people I've seen in the scene. That's
most
online.
dangerous people. Holy fuck. It's Brittany. Brittany, you gotta stop. You're a predator, Brittany. You're a fucking predator.
Seen a body do something like this to her friend. Actually, believe it or not, I wouldn't care if this was somebody I didn't know because it's somebody I don't know. I don't care what they do. But I'm like, this is my friend. I got a problem with this. And I was waiting because she does roundtables with femdoms. Okay? I don't know their names, but I know one of them is blonde. She wears these black glasses. She got these huge, big boobs.
Yeah, I know you're talking. Wait. Just kidding. Wait, what?
She's a femdom. And I thought to myself, well, how come this heifer didn't basically check but maybe because they're friends and she basically overstepped on boundaries. So this is
I think it's because this is a big nothing burger.
This is why communication is a key when you basically play with someone who's vanilla from the scene. You got to know these things beforehand, okay?
Does Brittany come or something? Brittany comes, I'm assuming. I'm assuming after she smacks him, she literally orgasms like really hard or something. Because I don't know why sex is so prevalent in this discussion.
You got to know that. And what Brittany did, what you did, bitch, you're dangerous, you're irresponsible.
People who have too much identity with things like this bother me. Like anything. You know, if you have too much identity with anything, if you're like, oh, like if you're like a fat acceptance person that doesn't shut up about that, or if you're like somebody in any social movement that doesn't shut up about that, or if you like NASCAR too much or football too much, or if you're so into kink, like you're filtering everything through your identity. I just find it so unbearable. It's not that deep.
All right, and now that you living at your pick-me with your green card husband, paying all the damn bills, all right, that's why I call her a pick-me. This bitch is acting like she living a life where she paying all the bills, all right, her daggone husband don't do nothing, and she texts, instead of saying I, she says we, but she's the one who paying the bills, who doing all the housework, who basically,
the fuck are you talking
she got
about?
into his DMs. Remember what ladies, what I told you, don't chase no man, so she chased her man, you know, dropped a hint about getting married. Pick me. She's not even a Barbara builder. She's just straight pick me energy, and I can't stand pick me's. Okay, when they met, they were on really good terms. It wasn't until she said Sneeko was pretty more experienced and understanding in the relationship. And that was before the slap. Then
this ability is actually awesome. What the fuck?
Did you know that she met him through Destiny's community? Nah, I didn't know that. But in a way, doesn't Destiny meet most of the women through his community? I'm not part of your community. I just want y'all to know that, right? So I love DGG. I love you. I love DGG. I love you guys. Y'all my little
What is happening?
But no, I mean Brittany met her. No way, Krager, for real? No way.
Am I not collecting these? Oh, I got something that makes me not collect items anymore, or the experience. It just shoots them. I must have got this on accident. Oh well.
Okay. I'm learning something. All right, here we go. So wow. All right, here we go.
Whoa, that's crazy, dude. All right, let's see. We're finally getting to the slap after this segment so far. We've been on it for an hour. Are you fucking serious? We've been listening to her yap for an hour? Oh my god. That's plus my commentary as well.
Yeah, but if I slap him, he's gonna move this way.
Yeah.
Away from the camera.
And that's another thing too. Bitch, you should not be slapping anybody if you don't know how to slap someone. I cannot believe you got Alba. Alba claims he's vanilla, by the way. I want y'all to sit up here and say, to me, Alba don't seem like he's vanilla. He seems like he has done this before. Because how is he instructing the little bottom how to slap Steven? But a real top knows how to slap.
How would you ever learn to slap somebody unless you slap somebody for the first time?
Someone, and you know how to slap them to the point where they're not. And also, let me tell you something. Y'all gotta be careful who you submit to. What if she slapped and hit you? That's why I be say.
Oh my god, we got to it. Okay, we don't want to skip that.
I don't think
I'm gonna move at all.
That's okay.
All right, Destiny, he's testing out to do one of those slap sport things.
Oh no.
Why?
I won.
This is so mean.
You have so much hair. It's cute.
And look, like now she's like rubbing his face. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna be like super dumb. We're gonna just overanalyze. It seems like she's actually feeling bad for him already because she's rubbing his face and touching him and caressing him, which communicates to me that she actually doesn't have a whole bunch of resentment and hate built up. Okay, this is ridiculous.
Listen, you gotta angle the camera up. Wait, stop. You have to stop.
It's
It has to be angled up. It's missing half of it. You're about to waste it for nothing.
Let's sit down. Where am I supposed to? This seems very dangerous.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, bum nut.
Okay.
Hold up. No, do that at an angle like this. All right.
I would have stopped.
No, shut the fuck up.
I would.
Okay, you're just gonna skip her commentary.
You just seem so scared.
I am. It's very.
I want to hit your ear.
All right.
Jesus.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you
Yeah, that wasn't bad. But
it wasn't.
Still, you know.
What? She even said, I feel, she's like, instantly felt bad. And she's like, are you okay? This was nothing. Oh my God. This is so cringe. What do we got? Is there anything else here of
Honey, let me tell you something. My slaps are not that nice. But the fact that she did that, right?
Dude, this is so stupid. Is there anything else? I'm going to give it like another minute.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Do you need aftercare?
Okay,
don't need to see him. He needs it.
Look, she said aftercare. That makes it sexual.
Everybody watching right now, you guys can engage in misogyny for one day as a result of a woman abusing a man on
So
street.
this is another reason why I thought Abba was a dom. Because watch what Abba does. I'm gonna call it right now. Abba lied. Abba lied to me. This is not no vanilla man doing this. Watch this. Y'all go ahead and tell Abba I said he a freaking liar. He is not no daggone vanilla. He did do this. He is a male dom. Okay. Why did Melina just letting Destiny get slapped? Because they're in an open relationship. So Melina's probably thinking that this was already discussed beforehand.
Why does this have to do with sex? What am I missing?
For one day, I after this.
You gotta rise above.
Hey, what stream have you ever seen a dude doing that to a lady? I'm about to slap the shit out of him. Okay. Hold on. Actually,
You slap me? Oh my God. Is everyone? You're too tall. I gotta stand up for this.
Does he smack her?
Wait, come here.
Listen.
Abba W.
Yes, I want to see this.
Oh my God.
I want it.
Okay, this is how you guys get quality. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. That was uncomfortable, but okay, whatever.
Wait, I don't.
Now, I said
Weird?
that's a professional slap.
I'd say that you're all weird. Yeah, a professional pimp slap.
Abba did this before. Several times. A dom recognized a dom, all right? But I also believe he did this because he realized it was a messed up thing for Brittany to do, to slap. Did you see what he did? Did you see what he did?
I think he was just being a silly goose, frankly. I think, but okay.
With Steven, he said, Steven. Now, by the way, that is those of you who are in the ghetto, do you remember this part right here? What he did? Now, Steven don't realize what he did. But those of you who grew up in the ghetto, those of you who didn't grow up in the ghetto, let me show you what. We used to do this in the hood. If two people were fighting, but they didn't fight, we would put our hands in here and say, Batman, Batman, hit my hand. And if the person on the right hit our hand, we would hit the person on the left. And then we'd go, Batman, Batman, hit my hand. And if the person on the left hit
Is there like a point that this person ever makes, or are we good? This is incredibly boring. This was the dumbest fucking brain rot I've ever watched in my entire life.
our hand, we would hit the person on the right. In other words, we would be the ones fighting. Now, chat. Abba did not get consent from Brittany's. I was Steve had give consent. I don't have to discuss this with you with any of you. He's then.
All right, I'm done. I'm tapping out. This is the dumbest fucking video I've ever seen in my entire life. This was literally. This was nothing. This is a big nothing. This is to be fair. I've heard Brittany say there's no sex followed BDSM. I don't care. This is nothing. All right, the chat said smack Destiny. LOL. She smacked Destiny. She felt kind of bad. Then Abba smacked her. That's it. This was nothing. Why? This is called. Listen. This is called the shocking truth about Brittany Simon. If this is the worst of Brittany, then okay, cool, it's great. All right, cool stuff. All right. If anything, a bunch of people smack each other like that is just white people shit. Let's be real. Okay, I can't believe we engaged with that for a fucking hour. Holy fuck, that was so stupid.